Hey everyone, have you ever wanted to be a huge monster and destroy a city? Or maybe even destroy some other huge monsters? Well, with King of Tokyo, you can do just that. We're gonna go ahead and go right into the game and show you a little bit about what the game is, and then afterwards we're gonna get into the review. So if you already know how to play King of Tokyo, you can go ahead and skip to the time code in the description down below, and it'll move you right past that. Alright, so let's take a look at King of Tokyo. Here are the components of the game. You have a game board with a Tokyo City spot. You put your cardboard cutout on there, and a Tokyo base spot that's only used for 5 and 6 player games. Your character card and your character cardboard cutout, energy cubes, 6 regular dice, 2 unique dice with tokens, and both of those 2 items are used sparingly throughout the game. Power-up cards. There's discard cards, which you discard after 1 use, and keep cards that you keep throughout the game. Up in the top left corner is how much energy cubes each card costs, and you get energy cubes by rolling the lightning. 1 lightning equals 1 energy cube. And the claw symbol allows you to attack your opponents for 1 health. And the dice, if you get 3 in a row, it's worth the amount on the dice. If you get 4 in a row, it's an extra point for each extra die you get. 1 heart is 1 health boost. Here is the gameplay. So you get 3 dice rolls per turn, and you can reroll any of the dice you want. Right here, they do not want to use the health symbol because they are in Tokyo. You cannot heal while you're in Tokyo. So he's going to reroll those, and he's going to keep the fight symbol, and unfortunately he got a heart again and 2 threes, so all 3 of those dice are useless, but he will get 2 energy cubes and he will attack the king for 1 health points. So he's down to 2 there. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the king's turn. This is his first roll. He has 2 threes, a heart, and a lightning. You know what, he's gonna go ahead and re-roll 3 of those dice. And he has a lightning, a 1, and a 2. He's gonna reroll all 3 of those again. So he's got 2 threes here in this last roll, so he'll get 4 points from that. And he does heal 1 with the heart. Okay, so he gets 4 points, 3 for the 3 in a row on the threes, and an extra point for the extra 3. And I think he's gonna go ahead and buy the 3 energy cube costing card there, and as soon as you buy a card, you have to replace it with another card. To win the game, you have to be either the first player to 20 fame points, or be the last player standing, the last player with any health left. And that's how you play King of Tokyo. Now that you have a general idea of the target audience for King of Tokyo and how the mechanics of the game work, I'm going to go ahead and get into my review of the game and share my thoughts. King of Tokyo is a very easy game to get into that can bring in a lot of different types of audiences, even people that don't really play board games. You can bring them into King of Tokyo and have some fun. And I do like the mean aspect of the game. You can be mean to each other. You can remember when someone backstabbed you last turn and get back at them. That's a pretty cool mechanic, I think. Some people might not like that, but I like mechanics like that. It makes it a little bit more interesting for the way I like to play games. And I do like the fact that it's basically Godzilla in a game. So you're playing with pretend big monsters that I find pretty interesting. I think the theme is pretty interesting, actually. And the use of power-up cards is cool, but I've noticed that they're not really used that often. Another thing that I
don't like about the game is I wish they used miniatures instead of the cardboard stands that they have. Another thing I noticed as a drawback is sometimes I hit the player card with my elbow when I'm reaching for my cardboard stand, and it messes up my score, my health, and I have to remember what my health was on before I knocked into it. I'm like, what was I at 7 health or was I at 6? I don't know, and it's happened more than once, so that's kind of a drawback. I think it's cool, the little spinny backs to them, but I think it's maybe a little too sensitive. Overall, I think King of Tokyo is a great gateway game. If you don't have a lot of board games yourself, or you know someone that's collecting board games but are early on in their stages, or you want to bring on some friends that don't necessarily play board games that often, but they might be interested, this is a great game to pick up. So I do give King of Tokyo an 8 out of 10. Let me know if you agree down in the comments below, and I look forward to more reviews just like this. All right, thank you. Bye.